Here we Here we go. We're just going to watch it back. Let's go. So we'll watch it back, guys. We didn't do it live this time because they did it at 4 PM. So we'll watch it back. Yo, how's it going, everyone? Roger, how's it going? What's up? Night Reaper, how's it going? Mosey, how's it going? Marek, how's it going? Bell Crew, let's go. Mist, how's it going? AG Razor, Game Station, Darth, North J, let's go. New shirt for your Muskel glitch. Spoiler alert. No, it's already been on. We're just replaying it. And look, it sucked. Yeah, it always does. The reason we didn't do it on time is because I just needed to do some stuff. So why we're an hour late. We're an hour behind, which is fine. But let's watch it together. See what happened. See how we get on. Yo, newbie, how's it going? Thug. Yeah, it sucked. DJ, let's go. Guys, remember this is an hour ago, okay? It happened an hour ago. We're live now watching it back. We're just replaying it back. So yeah, let's see what kind of mischief happens. Can you please give a shout out to your cat, Roomba? There you go, mate. There's your cat. Roomba. I'm going to fix DPS, the FPS drops. I don't know, man. I don't even know if they're going to even mention it. We can skip through the timer, actually, can't we? Because this is a very short state of the game. I'm not going to lie. So let's go from a 10-second countdown. 13 seconds. We'll just watch it together, Patrick. Let's see what's happening, bro. Let's see what's happening. I'm gonna go quiet while they're doing it, and then we'll talk afterwards.
Discord can open nice and quickly. I think we're pretty close.
Alright, it's gonna start up now. Even though the time is 0. I haven't started.
Let me just check that we can get Chris, and then we'll get going.
Yeah, you're about to say skip the time. I was waiting for some people to come in. That was all.
Alright, Chris, you can hear me, right? Alright. It looks like you're coming through to the stream. Let's just check this now, and then we'll get going.
Yep. Hi, chat.
Okay, cool.
How are you
We're
doing,
good.
guys?
Alright, let's get going and play the intro.
Cool.
Hey everyone, welcome to State of the Game 157. My name's Hamish. I'm just still trying to figure out a couple of little issues. I will have Chris on audio. I just need to add him to a couple of visual things before we get him on. But I hope everyone's doing good today. You're gonna hear the voice of Chris. Let's just double check that that's all happening. You there, Chris?
I am here. Hi, how are you doing, guys? And how are you, Hamish?
I'm doing good. It's been an interesting time working from home. All right, I do have your beautiful face. Let's take a look.
Yay.
There he is. Whew. We
Scary
did it.
dude.
All right.
We're so good at this.
The joys of working from home. Sorry my technology isn't as robust as some things, but we made it work.
I mean, that's what I was suggesting in chat, just like buy equipment now. and just upgrade everything. And I mean, that's obviously a valid suggestion, right? Like you just spend the 10,000 and then it just arrives here through a portal and then you just set it up.
There you go. I will say this, and it's no excuse. Like I always want things to go smoothly and better and all that sort of thing. It is the danger of doing stuff live, right? Like I always feel a little bit vindicated when I see things go wrong on BBC and CNN, and even those folks sometimes struggle. All right. No one really cares. So let's get into the other stuff. Chris, from what you're telling me, this one's going to be probably a kind of short one today.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, I'd also like just as an intro, maybe like we are working and we are continuing to work on things. But that means that in between some of these state of the games, we'll just have less concrete information because we have to wait for build validation and things that are happening. So we'll have to see. I think today will be a little bit shorter, but then next week will be a little bit longer. I also just want to say it up front because I've seen people like, oh, they're not going to talk about the raid. That is correct. We don't have any information about the raid yet. My goal is to give you at least 2 weeks of a heads up, so you'll have plenty of time to look at getting ready for the raid and all that stuff. And additionally, as we talked about last week, and I just want to point that out again, TU10 or whatever it's going to be called, that will bring the raid, or that was the wrong way to use this. TU10, when we look at the holistic balance changes, might be the time that we also bring in the raid. But if TU10, for example, takes us more time because the changes have to be tested and you guys may be able to test them earlier or not test them earlier, all of these things obviously have an impact. We learned from TU, I think 3, when we introduced Operation Dark Hours, where there were a lot of changes in that specific patch and the raid went live. And then we also heard that wasn't great because if you were not playing for a while, you didn't know what was going on and all that stuff. So for this, we really want to make sure that you give you enough of the heads up. And if there are a bunch of balance changes, and that is currently the plan for the next big title update, it will be giving you enough head start as well, so that okay, I have to adjust. I have to maybe get a new build for specific things, or I'm going to try out skill builds or something like that. So we will not hide anything on the release date, and we will give you as much time as we can. That also means that at some points we just will not talk about the raid, like today.
Okay. Good to know. The first thing I want to talk about, and I saw a question pop up in chat, connectivity issues. Someone was mentioning a lot of deltas and that sort of thing. What's happening there?
Yeah, it's a really odd issue. We have been doing a lot of investigation last week already when this started first happening. There's also 2 different issues. So I want to say actually 3 different issues. So one issue is with the Asia Pacific region, so Japan and Asia and like other areas and around there, or if you get, for example, routed to that area, there's a bunch of foxtrots and deltas that are specific to that region. From our internal tools and metrics, it looks like these foxtrot errors have gone down quite significantly after the changes we did yesterday, some backend changes. So that's good. That being said, we're still seeing a lot of deltas in general. So not only in that APAC region, how we call it, but also in Europe and North America and all that stuff. So we're looking into these. Unfortunately, we are currently struggling to figure out what the underlying cause is. So we did some backend changes yesterday, as I said, to alleviate that. I know that there are still people that have the same issue. And then the third issue is that we're seeing people saying that they have issues with the raid. So when they try to do raid matchmaking, or for like the easier mode, or just matchmake with their group, they're just kicked out. So those are the 3 areas that we're looking into at the moment. Again, unfortunately, they're not easy, and I know that sounds like an excuse, but the investigation for us always has to lead to a point where we can fix something that is underlying. That is the underlying cause, and that hasn't been found yet. So we'll continue working. So far, I know that it's been very frustrating for some people. I know that some other people can play, but for us, it's currently the highest priority as well.
Okay, good to know. The so there's a TU 9.1 slated for some time. Can you give us any update on what's happening there?
Yeah, so TU 9.1 is what we call it internally, and I know that for players, it's sometimes confusing. What is a server maintenance patch? Because we changed some things yesterday, for example, as well. What is TU 9.1? And I know that a lot of people that are watching completely know what's happening, but I just want to explain it for those that might not be watching every week. So a client update means that we're changing, whether we're able to change more than with a server update. So server update is what we can do during a maintenance, for example. A client update means that we can do more things. We can update the UI, for example. We can update the world. We can update more things that are impacted by changes. So that allows us to, for example, look at things like the Dark Zone FPS drops that are still currently happening and hopefully change them. So 9.1 will be, it's currently targeted for May. It might be mid-May, it might be a little bit later, depending on how the tests are going.
Okay.
But this will be the client update that is coming.
Okay, that's good to know. And do you have any idea of when we'll know a date? Is that something that maybe next week we'll have a clear idea of?
Yeah, exactly. I think next week we'll be have been going through the list of the changes that we're currently testing. They should be then approved and go into a data lock, as basically means that nothing else can change. It should be next week, so maybe on set of the game next week we can talk about all of the changes. I can give you a little bit of a preview of what we're talking about for 9.1. So one of the things that I have seen from Mackenzie, for example, is we're looking at NPC aggressiveness, at NPC target accuracy, at grenades flying around and hitting you all the time, so accuracy there as well. Some of these things. So that's not only bug fixes, but also some adjustments that are coming from player feedback. As soon as we have verified these fixes and have tested them internally, I'm going to go through them next week, if that's the time. And then you'll get exact details on what we're changing. And then additionally, I just have a list in front of me of what we're currently testing is, again, the FPS drops in the Dark Zone. We have a first attempt on fixing this for 9.1 as well. And then we also look at some of the things that people have been reporting. For example, the Warhound convoy. We are not considering this an exploit right now. It is tuned to generous at this point. So if you are doing it over and over again, it gives you a lot of XP. This is due to the setup of the Warhounds and how they spawn, and that there's only one spawn location. So that's also something that we're going to look in for this patch. That being said, we're currently already discussing around like how this is going to be changed, and if there's no manholds or different manholds or whatever. And these discussions and how these fixes actually work is what we're discussing now for 9.1, and we have to see if we can fix it for May or if that is something that is coming later.
Cool. All right. Sorry, my cat was just scratching at the door. I just need to deal with that for like 1 second, but I'm still listening because I got my headphones on. You can keep going.
That's okay. I can continue talking about this.
What's up, guys?
So yeah, like we had the strategy to give you insights on the bug fixes and balance changes as well as soon as we have them. Again, we want to be a little bit careful with this patch because it is a client update, so it needs more work. That doesn't mean, for example, that we're not having an update next week. So during the normal maintenance window on Tuesday, if we have some server fixes ready, we'll deploy them and make sure that we have more things going out instead of just doing a maintenance for the servers. And again, I think next week we should have a date for it for 9.1, and then we can also look at the changes that have been verified.
Okay, cool. I don't see it on my list, but I do want to know how you feel about it. I've gotten a lot of questions on Twitter, and I see it in chat, about the Warhound experience stuff. Are you, sorry to put you on the spot, but do you have any information about that?
You didn't listen to me because I just talked about it, but it's fine.
I was sorry, dealing with cat. I literally just saw it pop up.
It was before.
No, I can reiterate because it's been a topic that people have been talking about. So we're currently not considering this an exploit. It is it's too generous, right? Like it just gives too much XP for what you have to do. And I'm not saying this because like, we're the fun police and this gives too much XP, but we're comparing this, like if you spend this much time on something that you really like to do, it should give you the same XP, kind of like, right? Because this, from the videos that I've seen and from the testing that I've done as well, this is boring as heck. Like this is like super not interesting to play.
Yeah, it is.
So if this gives you the best XP, that's not great, right? So we just want to adjust this. Again, it will likely not be adjustment on the XP. I can't say if there not will be any changes on that as well. But what we're going to do is just make it not spawn from those manholes over and over again. If you do it right, there will just be probably, and again, this might change, different spawn locations for these. So it's not as simple as you do it now. But again, we don't consider it an exploit. You're just playing the activity. It's just not working very well.
Good. Cool. Good to know. Sorry for cat derailing me.
You're
she's
okay.
freaking out and she wants to get back in. I don't know what to do with with these
Pets,
crazy animals, man. Okay, so we mentioned it last week, but there's if you log in before May 5th, we still have the backpack trophy. Actually, I'm going to show it because it's always nicer to see things than anything else. So 3 apparel caches will show up for you if you log in before May 5th. So you got another week to do that. The soda backpack trophy is there as well, which is cute. So don't be confused if you are like, where did I get this from? That's just because you were good and logged in. So if you haven't logged in, you may as well do that now before May 5th. I would recommend, because free stuff is always nice. I like that. All right. We wanted to talk about the leagues today because there's a new one just started.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the league this time around?
Yeah, I just want to again reiterate. Obviously, we're giving you an update that a lot of people might know already, but we're in season 1, Shadowtide. So the current event is the league. It's the home league. It also is the first league that has events in New York, which I think is going to be exciting for a lot of people that were doing Washington all the time at the moment. It's working as the same league as before, so it runs for 2 weeks. It has ultimately 60 stages that you can complete either in the first week by just being a boss and doing everything, or you can split it up in 2 weeks. So you don't have to rush everything through in the first week. You do have 2 weeks to get those 60 change.
Ooh. Love free garbage and hand off our backpacks. Yeah, like give us something good, man. Come on, don't give us a backpack trophy. We'll go through everything after the stream as well, guys. Like after the state of the game finished on here. It's not very long, the state of the game.
And
sorry about that. The audio cut out for a second, but we got you back.
Okay. No sound, they say.
Yeah. No, it was just a setting that's my bad. Sorry, everyone.
That's okay.
Yeah, we got you back.
That's fine.
Okay. I think we only missed you for about 10 seconds.
Cool. Yeah, so again, I just did TLDRs. There's a league. It runs for 2 weeks, 60 ranks. The reward is, I think you all have the rewards as well, which are kind of cool. At least I think so.
Yeah, I'm into it. I do have the rewards here. Let's take a look at those. And now this time, the sound will stay. I'm sure of it.
Hooray!
Because I fixed it. We can still hear you. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. All right, so anything new here? I see the Lady Liberty backpack trophy.
Exactly.
Everything new? No. Everything's
and then
same.
also another exotic cache. I think that is interesting. Now that we also have the exotic reconfiguration is in, you can also get exotic materials if you don't like the exotic that you're getting out of the cache. So I think that's another way to get that. I know people have been farming exotics to update their eagle bearer or something like that, or whatever else you're playing with. And I like the cache because it's also like something that is somewhat of a goal to just achieve in the 2 weeks. And I like those aspirational things where I'm like, if I do these things for the next couple of days, I can get this guaranteed. So I think that's also something that a lot of people like.
Nice. We also, if you haven't logged in for a while, you may not have noticed that there's a new manhunt target that is available now. I know there's still see it. There's still some confusion on that. Some people think they missed out on the first 2. That's not the case. You can still access everything from beforehand. We have one more after this before we get to the prime target. And that's going to be new because we've talked about it before, but I think people have forgotten that there will be a new skill mod attached to that. So, I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I'm excited. It's going to be cool.
Yeah. I think also on the mana in general, because I've seen some question on like how do you do them and like what is the difficulty. So one change that might have gone unnoticed is that you can do most of the manhunt now in normal. So if you set your global difficulty to normal, you can do most of the control points and bounties and all that stuff. The bounty for the target itself is on challenging though. So you just have to remember that. But I've seen some people saying like, oh, I'm struggling with some of the challenges. You can also put the challenges down, I think, even to story mode, if I'm not mistaken. So some of the things, like if you're struggling to finish some of the challenges, you can speed run them as well. But then the missions themselves, they are still on challenging or heroic, but it says so in the time trial as well. So you should have all the information. But I know that some people were struggling with challenging on the open world, so that's not necessary for a couple of the activities.
Yep. I see a lot of questions about PvP. We did mention last week that there will be some things addressed for TU10. We don't have any news on that today, but as we get closer, like someone saying, bring Bruce back so we can get some information about stuff, we will. So Bruce will definitely be back on, or other people from the game design team in future shows to talk about what's happening in the next big update as it pertains to those things, not just PvP, but also general balancing and that sort of stuff. So sorry that we don't have news for that today for you, because we know that PvP isn't in the best state right now. So we will share information with you as soon as we can, but not today.
Yeah, I think it's also important on that topic in general. Like, that's what Bruce said, I think, very well on the holistic approach. Like, we made some decisions on changes that were, I think, just too quick, and then we didn't really. We just wanted to make a change because we saw issues, and I think now, and I know that is frustrating for some people, that it will take a little bit longer. I do believe that the team also has more time to look at them in a way that makes a lot of more sense, and then also gives us the chance to look at, like, how does this affect PvP? How does this affect PvE? Do we have to do like changes that are different from each other, like we've done now with the M1A, for example? And I know that we always want to give you as much news as we can, but we will have some of these shows that are just a little less full of details because they're just still putting their heads together and figuring things out.
Yeah, I think the all-time record for shortest state of the game, Peta did it in 5 minutes one time during Division 1. So we've had some quick ones. It's just the nature of the beast, right? Like,
yeah.
I think it's still important. I think in times like this, it's important to remember that there'll be times when we don't have information, like Chris says, but I'd still rather do the show and be able to tell people that than have like this void where people are like confused. I don't know. Maybe it's just personal preference. I can see the argument for not having it at all, but I don't know. I still think it's worth showing up, at least so we can listen, because I can see what people want to talk about. That doesn't mean we have.
Yeah, I think it's also like, like when we're not here, the expectations or the rumors also start around like, oh, they're not there, so that means the week afterwards they're going to announce the raid and all these things. Like, I'd rather have the information out, and if it's a little bit disappointing for some people, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
D. Miller says they don't know anything. Facts. We know less than we probably would like to. That is true. I'm dumb. I'm incredibly stupid. But that's just a separate thing. Chris, you meant to disagree.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't. I'm just kidding.
You're not really stupid.
Well, I wanted to agree because like I don't know any of these things, right? Like, I just take information that is given to me, put them in nicer words, and then present them to you. Like, I'm not involved in making the game, so I might be stupid for some people. Yeah.
True facts. All right. Anything else you want to address before we move on to celebrating the awesome stuff that our community are doing, Chris? Or is this very much, we'll see you next week and hopefully we have some more information?
So I think one thing that I want to mention as well is that we will still do updates after 9.1 is coming out. So if there's time between 9.1 and the big update, let's call it TU10, there might be another one. So don't believe that just because 9.1 is happening that the next one will have all of the balance changes and the raid and whatever else you're expecting. There might be more coming. And the current environment, again, working from home and all that stuff, might change some things. I also know that some people were talking about PTS and letting people test the changes and whatever. We're looking into that as well. I said we would like to do some because people really believe that they can find these bugs and earlier. Again, that puts a lot of work on us as well, additionally to what we're doing. So to, just be blunt, we have to do another build for that specifically. It has to work. It has to be rolled out. It has to be tested by players. And then we have to come back, make changes on that and do another build, have that certified as well for all platforms and all that stuff. So there's a lot of work, in those details that look like a PTS server to be flipped on, Monday to Tuesday or something like that. It's not the case. It's a lot of work. So we can't promise anything right now, but we've heard you. We're, again, very much aware that the game is not in a good state on a bunch of topics. And we continue to work on these. And the team here, again, is very dedicated to make those things happen. But I appreciate everybody reaching out, saying, we understand that you're in a similar situation as us, being at home and doing things. that doesn't mean that I want to say that nobody can be frustrated or angry or whatever. That's totally understandable.
No, it's totally
but I also appreciate
warranted.
the positivity.
Yeah, I see Inc3 saying PTS is a lot of work, but the game needs a lot of work. We agree. Like we're 100% on the same page. It's just complicated.
That's why I'm also bringing it up. Like if I hadn't said like we want to do a PTS, I wouldn't have said that, right? But it's not only in Hamish's and my hand to say like, oh, we're going to do this, because there's a bunch of resources that have to be devoted to that as well. And sometimes that means that then other fixes are not going in, or other things that are planned are not going in. And I don't think there's anybody in the world that can make the decision on their own, saying like this is the priority for everybody. So just understand that as well.
I volunteer myself as tribute, Chris. I don't mind making those decisions. I'm just going to get my cat because she's going crazy.
Yes.
Damn. At least
What
they're
about
kind of admitting they're
ETF?
wrong.
So I think ETF has been very good for us. It really influenced as well what we're doing. We also still have ETF members on a Discord, so we still talk to them on a daily basis. They give us a lot of feedback as well. In-person ETF obviously is currently impossible. Maybe we want to do something in the digital format, but I see some struggles with that as well. Just based on like how much impact can that have in the time frame that we have right now. It's always been the case that we try to have like several months before an update comes out to have an ETF, because otherwise it's like they fly in, we show them the changes, and then we make the changes happen because there's not enough time to make any adjustments, right? So there's discussions around that. I think there's also some feeling in the community that ETF is very exclusive, and we've seen Joker on Reddit, for example, has put up a huge thread. We're seeing people on the forums posting a lot of things, so there is information out there, and I think that gives us a good direction as well. And I think we're in a good spot in terms of how much we're actually seeing right now is great. Like we have a lot of people playing, we have a lot of internal data, but then there's also lots and lots and lots of feedback threads. There's YouTube videos. I'm getting pinged every day, I don't know, like 100 times with new things. So I think from at this point, we don't have too little feedback or too little community approach. It's more that we have to find ways to make those things happen.
Well
So
said.
you do have 2 little community.
I want to move on to some of the awesome things that the community are doing. That doesn't mean we're not still looking at chat. If we do have something that we can talk about, we will let you know. But I did see some super cool stuff. We have some follow-ups from last week, actually. And I'll just bring up this one. From Ufa in Idia. I had a look on the Twitter, and it looks to be an account based in Japan, but doing more of the clay modeling stuff. Thank you very much for continuing to send us awesome pictures of cool clay modeling. I think it's cute.
That's Tommy.
Chris, I know, it's adorable. Tommy's going rabid.
He's equipping, yeah, like he wants to go into battle as well.
Yes, exactly. He's going for gold. And then one of our regulars, Lara Necro, getting into some more. Like, Lara's been
cool on the
a
left.
stalwart of the Division community for a long time. Like Division 1, been doing Photoshop stuff for a very long time. This is Lara at her best. I've never seen anything this awesome. Like, this is super cool. I think it's like mega cool quality, and you should apply for a job at Massive. I'm not kidding.
I said that every week, but we're seeing so much creativity right now because people have the time to put these in. But then there's that extra layer, that extra step of people that are so awesome and making these things even more special, and I'm just blown away. And I know that we say that like this should be put on a wall or something, but like what you just said, I think is even better. Like if you have this talent, try to get into gaming or in anything that uses that art, because you would blow away a lot of people with these things in a game.
Yep. Mad skills. Wish I had them. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Now I feel woefully inadequate. We should go cry in a corner, Chris, and call it a day. No, but thank you everyone for coming by the stream. We've actually been around longer than I expected today. Almost our usual half hour. Gilla TV is asking, where is the second raid? We don't have any information on the raid today for you. When we have that information, we're going to do something cool with it and make sure that we get to celebrate all of the cool new info with you very soon. Anything else in chat jump out to you, Chris?
Yeah, I think also seen some disconnect stuff. We talked about this at the beginning of the game. So we have the stream. So we have three situations right now where we have one for the Asian servers or Asian regions that we're looking into. That seems to have been getting better with the changes yesterday. We're still seeing disconnects and deltas and some foxtrots in other regions. We're looking into the cause of those. And then the third one is the raid, where people can't either matchmake or get kicked out. So those are the three areas that are currently investigated by our teams here. And we'll get you an update once we have it. We have a thread on the forums that we're continuously updating. So keep an eye on that. I see state of the game roadmap. This is a little difficult right now, just because we obviously also just don't know exactly when we came back to the studio, for example, and how many resources we have. While we had Yannick on with no picture, or with no webcam, it also depends on like how comfortable people are on these weird Discord setups that we're doing. So we don't have a proper timeline for you. If we have TU 9.1 information next week ready, that will be the topic of the next week. And again, raid and anything like big balance changes, we definitely want to give you at least like 2 weeks a heads up. And then we would also have, as Hamish said, Bruce on, or Mackenzie, or whoever is ready to talk about some of the changes.
Yeah, I saw a question here from Andre1473 saying, it feels like you guys are avoiding the NPC's damage output fix. That's not, not a question, sorry, a statement. But we are talking about those things internally as well. So, when we have news on any potential changes coming to those sorts of things in terms of NPCs, we will let you know. I know Chris is already digging up as much information as he possibly can for future shows. So we will definitely do that.
Yeah.
We agree.
One thing that I also just saw, last question from my side, is something about more outfits in the collection that one doesn't show. I don't know. Like, I just straight up don't know what that looks like. Apparel information, I'm getting that normally when it goes into the game. So there will be some placeholder slots, because otherwise you would then again have to do a client update to get those placeholders in, or that outfits in. This way, and I might be wrong, but this way, when we have a placeholder, they can just like patch in the apparel itself without having to update the UI. That means we can put it in when it's ready. But I don't have any current information about new things.
Cool. I've been told to take my hat off because I'm not a Yankees fan, but now people have to be dealt with. Now I need a haircut. So
that's some
thanks,
quarantine
Guy,
hair there. Some
for ousting my quarantine problems.
It looks really cute, though, I have to say. And very fluffy and like soft. So well done on your hair care.
I washed it. You have a big head, Hamish. Only 2 snaps. It's true. That's the biggest possible hat you can get, and almost on the biggest possible setting. My head is stupid big.
Just likes.
So, all right. Well, that's where we're at. Can we see the dog? No, she's not in here. That's not happening today. Hamish, put the hat back on. No, you can blame chat.
Yes.
You can blame chat. Yeah, Mick Warrior says, Hamish, we all need a haircut. This is true. It's just where we're at. Just quarantine things. All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming by today. We appreciate it. We know that there's going to be more to talk about in coming weeks, and we definitely want to get as much information out as we can. Chris, anything else? Or I'm gonna call it there. We did half an hour, so yeah.
That's it from my side. Again, keep sending us feedback and everything on the platforms of your choice. We read all of it. We have a lot of time to read right now, so we do that. And as always, stay safe. Wash your hands. I hope everybody who's watching has not been affected, and that all of your friends and family is safe as well. So thank you again for tuning in.
Yeah, it is a hard time for a lot of people. So if you can enjoy things like the awesomeness of video games, I think that's a pretty positive thing you can latch onto. So go and get it. Games are fun. All right, we'll see you again next week. Enjoy some. I have some agent. Oh, I do have some division photos. Yes, awesome. We'll catch you again next week. All right.
Yes.
Have a good one.
Peace out.
Bye.
Okay. Finished. I don't know how I feel about that. We've got to start by saying, hold our hands up and say, fair play to them for actually admitting that they sometimes don't know as much as they should know. You know? So we've got to kind of give them some props for that. They're actually saying now, like, look, we don't know. We don't know what we're doing. Not in so many words, but they're saying, yeah, you know, we don't know as much as we'd like to, which is fair enough. So that's like a lack of communication within, maybe from Ubisoft or whatever. I don't know. The big point on this one I'm going to make is go now and do your Warhound to get to level 1000 on the SHD watch before the raid comes out. Because if I'm getting this right, I think that this raid is going to be in the next 1 or 2 weeks. If I'm right, I think so. I think 2 weeks. And it looks like they're going to actually... it looks like they're going to actually do the Warhound patch next week, maybe. But before I talk about this, hold on, one sec. I mean, if we're going to do it, we've got to do it properly, right? So we've got to do it properly. So if we're going to talk about state of the game, we need to look like we're going to talk about state of the game, right? So let's do this. Okay. So basically, do the Warhound. Did I say Whorehound? Yeah, boy. Go and do the Warhound, right? You got to do it. You got to get your level up. So they've admitted it's not an exploit, so that's a bonus. They've admitted that the Warhound is not an exploit, which is a full-on bonus for us all, okay? Full-on bonus. Go and do it before it gets patched. So that would mean, like, you know, the same as, like I said, it was just called Smart Play. It's like the same. It's basically the same as... We put a cat in here. We put a cat gif in.
I'll send you a cat picture. Hold on.
Hold on. No, we need it. Not a gif. Let's have a cat PNG in here, right? That's not going to be an actual PNG, is it?
Hold on, I'll send you one.
Come on, then, let's do it properly, man. Let's do it properly. Add image. I'm gonna add it now, guys. We need the cat, right? We need the cat. The state of the game, Hamish, and the cat. You ready? So this is the full state of the game, okay? We've got Hamish here. We've got the cat. We're gonna do the proper state of the game, the real state of the game, okay? The hat, by the way, is Apex Legends hat. This is an Apex Legends truck hat. I don't suit hats at all. I look like an absolute dick when I wear a hat, which is why I don't wear them. But yeah, this is the Apex Legends hat, by the way. Just to rub it in, you know? So, I'll put it on straight. There we go. There we go. I have to play both roles. I'm going to do a video about this, so don't worry. You'll see. You'll see the video is going to come. We're going to do a bit of a meme video. I don't want to be like Mr. Meme, but some of his videos are really cool, and I like to get a little bit of that. Do not forget to go ban yourself. Yes, I will. So, this is the state of the game. Basically, guys, we are unable to share any knowledge about anything because we don't actually know anything. We have no information for you. Chris the cat, what's your opinions on this? Yeah, well, so basically, you look very nice. Your hair's very nice, Hamish. Yeah, it's very fluffy and really nice. Okay, yeah, Chris, thanks for the input on my hair. So basically, do the Warhound glitch, everybody. But no, we're not going to do. We'll stop messing around. But basically, do the Warhound glitch, get that done because it's going to be patched, right? So basically, do that. The main thing to me is they've started to admit that they've lost contact a little bit with the community. Although then they said later on that they don't have an issue contacting the community. They do. For one, I've emailed them a lot of times. I've also sent Chris loads of DMs, basically, not loads, but a couple of DMs and with no response. So there's no community engagement there at all. And some of those things need addressing that I've actually sent them. So, you know, the community engagement's not there. It's definitely not there. Problem is, I just think they don't talk to themselves, like each other. They don't talk to each other in the office, or I know they're not in the office, they're working from home. That to me is not an excuse. You can, you know, we've all got one of these, right? We all have a, not everyone has a sexy one with a let's go case, but we all have a phone, right? And you can see the notifications go crazy. We all have a phone. That's all you need. They just need to contact each other. Say, hey, this is an update. Before State of the Game, what they should do is actually speak to all the relevant people. I'm pretty sure they know what people want to know. You know what I mean? It's not like it's out of the blue that people are asking about these things in chat that they're like, oh my God, I'm shocked. You know, what's happening there? So really, what they should do before State of the Game is go to that department, speak to that one person, say, hey, can you update me on PvP? Can you update me on the Warhound? Can you update me on this? And then when these questions pop up, even if they already know, they could make it look like they actually are telling you answers, even though they've already researched it. So they could be like, oh, someone in the chat just asked about PvP. Actually, this is this, and this what's happening. Oh, someone wants to know about the Warhound? Well, this is what's happening. It would make them look more prepared. It's almost like they're not listening to the community when before that. If they look on their tweets, everyone comments about the same thing, but they don't have the answer. Get the answer before the State of the Game. Or, first off the bat, just say, welcome to the State of the Game. We are not able to talk about the issue, this. Save people's times. Save people's times, man. But yeah, so it's a bit of a nightmare. It's a bit crap. I don't know. We're going to start up the game. We'll play the game for a little bit. We're probably going to do the Warhound for a little bit. Me, Chris the Cat over there. Yeah, we're going to start up the game. We'll do a bit of a stream for a little while. Why are you trying to give them work? Yeah. So we're going to do the Warhound. Are you joining, Pockets?
Yeah, I'll log on.
Okay, let me just load up the game. We're going to load in, baby.
What are we doing, Warhound?
Yeah, we'll do Warhound.
Yeah, man, I'm down.
You down for it as well? Yeah, cool. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're going to smash the Warhound. Just waiting for the game to load up. The loading times on the game seem to be really bad recently.
Oh, EK, your hair looks really cute.
My hair. Oh, thank you. Hold on. I just have this.
Gorgeous.
I just have this this long hair. To be fair, we all do need the haircut, right? I'm gonna wear the hat even though I do not suit
Speak
hats.
for yourself.
I look like the kind of person that hangs around outside schools. I'm not gonna wear the hat. I don't like it. Right. Yeah, we're gonna play the game. The loading time in the game seems to be really bad recently. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that. Like now, I mean, how long ago did I click that to load? And it's not actually loaded. I also it crashed earlier as well. So, Joker, you stole your dad's phone. Let's go. State of the game. Right, let's switch to the actual in-game. Transition it. Look at this, getting all professional with the transitions and the hey. Look at this. Who's the mascot? That's Hamish's cat. That is the cat. I don't know if that's what Hamish's cat looks like, but it was just a joke. There's no disrespect towards Hamish or his cat there at all. So we'll go on now. We're going to do some of the... you were getting uniform codes. That's weird. We're going to do some of the Warhound. To show you guys how to do it again if you haven't already. If you need to look at it properly, just go to one of my videos. I've got it there. Yeah. I just don't, just do it now. Just go. We've had the all clear for it. Don't be scared to do it. He said it on State of the Game. It's recorded. Like, just that's it. Just go and smash it. This is what they should have done with the without threatening people with the target practice thing. They should have just said this. That would have settled it from the time, from the off, from the get-go, instead of leaving everyone in the dark. This is what we need. Is it an export? Is it not? Yes, no. Simple answer. Yes or no. But I don't know. He could have sold us if the Roosevelt thing was an exploit, couldn't he? Or Kajika. They haven't even addressed those two things ever. Clearly they're not exploits because believe me, they would have addressed them by now. You see how quick they get onto that stuff. Guys, don't forget, hit that like button. Let's see how many likes we can get. We've got 54 likes. Let's go, Floor Guy. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Server side's great. I'm not bothering to do the league. Yeah, I started it a little bit earlier. But it's just boring, man. The league's boring. You missed the state of the game? Yeah, it was on earlier. We were an hour later for it. For one, I had to do something. For two, I completely forgot. It was 4 PM, not 5 PM. So that was my bad. But, you know how it is. It is what it is. We missed it. But yeah, no, we still covered it. We watched it. It was a short state of the game, but really, like you said, when there's not... here we go. Get ready for reload screens. Knew it. Yeah, it's a short state of the game.
Access
It is
complete.
what it is. We've got the Warhound on me, guys. Warhound on me. Warhound on me. Shall I put the... Is it on open?
That's but I don't think it is.
Fuck.
Civilians in distress.
There we go. I'm gonna start shooting the Warhound. Oh no, I'm not with this build. Ah! Whew, that's close. Oh, I don't have my directives on. I'm gonna do the first one just on heroic. Just get some little bit of XP first. Then I'll switch to directives. Damn.
Another agent is now in your group.
2 medic.
Rogue hive detected.
We're gonna stick the directives on after this one. Why am I missing so many shots, man? What's the matter with me? What's wrong with me? They're getting up so fast, like the revive from them is a ridiculous speed. Are you in pockets?
I'm coming. I'm just loading in. I was a bit behind.
Well, we'll do this one and then we'll just get you in for the next one because this is just a regular anyway.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Wasted, come on.
Civilians in danger.
Sad state of the game. Yeah, it's not the best. Like, not the best state of the game. We need more missions, yeah.
Oscar.
I mean, my bad. Ooh, baby, let's go! Done. We don't get much XP for this one because it's just on heroic. It's not on
System back online.
directives. But you only got 300 odd thousand for that. But you get double the XP it appears as. So basically, that's. I'm going to change it now to all the directives. Gonna confirm it. That will change the map for us. Let's move the mic down a bit. Mr. State of the game, what's the summary? Basically, they've said that the Warhound is not an exploit, but they will be fixing the amount of XP, basically. So, it's not an exploit. Guys, if you think the state of the game was shit, press that like button. Let's see how many likes we can get. If you think the state of the game was terrible. Hit the like, let's go. Also, if you want to support the stream, you can do by pressing !donate and donating towards the stream. You don't have to though, it's all optional. Don't worry if you can't, it's not a problem. Good, so it's not here at the moment, so I can just change my map. Reset control point.
An agent from your clan has joined your team. Civilians in danger.
21 seconds to go.
A clan member has joined your team.
If it was shit like, I want that into a t-shirt. Yeah, imagine. The likes just went up to 76, so there we go. Like already hit the like button. Oh man. Why is it not here? Where is it? It's all the way over there. I'm gonna fast travel to the safe room. Warhound on PC. Everyone's just going to be doing the Warhound. If you want to find a group for Warhound or find a group for farming, put exclamation mark Discord in the chat and go and join our Discord server. There's a lot of people on the Discord. So you'll be able to, there's 4,600 people live on Discord. So make sure you head over there. You'll be able to find someone to play with, I'm pretty sure. Vision wow, one-time CC guy with Riot Foam. Warhound, yeah, but the problem is now the Warhound doesn't spawn very well. It's I don't think they've like secretly done it. I haven't been on Xbox because I've been busy, man. I've been busy on PC. Like, I've been trying to get all my shit sorted on PC. I will be on Xbox, but I can't commit time to all three. Like, it's really getting a lot. Plus, I've got uni work to do. Like, I've got stuff to do at home. So I'd be just forever on, boys.
Civilians in distress.
Where the fuck is this Warhound? All the way over there. Kidding. Are you kidding me, man? It's not as quick as it used to be. It used to just spawn back in, it was there. Spawn back in, it's there. Spawn back in, it's because we had to change the directives in the corner. That's why it's a bit slow. How about the Longhorn one? The Bighorn one? Arturo? That is it shouldn't be an exploit now because it's same as Kajika. Need a glitch for the apparel cache. Oh my god, have you seen how many I've got? There's more than 100 there. Because I opened about 50 the other day and it still stopped at 99 plus. Here we go. Here it is. Baby, I love having those 20 rounds now in the Baker's Dozen. It's so much better.
System disrupted. System reactivated.
The other one's just jumping in front of that one, isn't it? Don't shoot that Warhound. Don't shoot the Warhound.
That wasn't very.
Who shot the Warhound?
Not me. I was shooting the tank, but then I stopped. But
Fuck this up.
It's coming, it's coming.
Civilians
It's
in
still coming.
danger.
Oh, he's just got a little bit of health. I think it was the explosion give it the boost, didn't it?
What was that, Kaz? Melee kill? Hold my
Doing Big
beer.
Horn later for sub/clan members.
Hold my beer. I got this.
Not on stream, I won't be doing it, but I might do it tonight just to help some people out get it. Yeah, I won't be doing it on stream now. We're only streaming for a little bit longer now. We'll stream for like probably another hour. We'll see.
Well, it's immune to my melee charm.
You gotta let it pass the car first, anyway, haven't you?
Nah, that's right there.
There we go. Purple rain. Stamina mod, no.
Oh, Pocket, something needs to do. Go and get your technician on.
Give them to me. You said what, sorry? What's Pockets need to do?
Put a technician on. She was talking about leveling it up the other day.
Oh yeah, level up another one. Yeah.
I ain't got time to do it now. If it's here, I'm gonna
Split
quickly
yourself
change
into
mine.
three. I glitch will be slightly tuned it. Yeah. So they're just gonna change the XP, aren't they, and the spawn location.
It's too generous, as they said. I mean, you can do this with the manhole covers anywhere. It's just the closest point the reinforcements come out of. So if they're going to just change these two, then just go and do it at a different manhole cover.
Yeah, there'll be new manhole covers for sure.
Civilians in danger.
You know what I mean? It doesn't spawn properly now. Was everyone here though?
Yeah.
What? Everyone stayed at the spot?
Yeah.
Why is it spawned everyone's different places?
I just fast traveled to put my other
Oh,
specialization.
that's why it's broken. Yeah, that's why it doesn't.
No, I've done it after. Hold on. I didn't do it while it changed. I did it after just now.
Oh man. Oh man. Where are my glasses? I don't wear glasses, man. I don't wear glasses. I should really wear the I should really wear gaming glasses, shouldn't I? Because my eyes are starting to strain. I blink a lot. If you see, I do that a lot. Like, I really blink. Yeah, I don't have glasses. I don't have no glasses, man.
Civilians in distress.
Just gotta wait for everyone to come back here, then we can do it. Is everyone back?
Yeah.
What? Why are they coming out of the hole? Why are they coming out of the hole?
Oh, I did. Just ran the patrol.
Vital
I
signs
don't know.
critical.
What even happened?
Agent incapacitated.
That's hilarious.
What?
That's hilarious, man. Who respawned?
Me.
It seems pretty much the same as Willis with the control point method. Yeah, the control point method's the same kind of thing. Need to get some gaming glasses. Yeah, I do need to get some gaming glasses. I haven't got any though. I don't even know where to get them from properly, you know? Got to get a decent set. I don't know where. I don't even know where it does them. Not a clue. Not a damn clue, man. We just wear the hat like this instead. I mean, that's better. Like Will Smith. Saved by the what's Saved by the Bell? Bloody hell. Saved by the Bell. Where did I get that from? That just entered my head randomly. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, we know what you were watching when you were younger. Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell was good. Okay, we're not. I think we just do something else, man. Like, this is not spawning right. I don't know what's happening here.
Can always try and do it where we did it yesterday. Where I leave. Let me leave and see if we can get it on mine.
You get one on Amazon, okay? I'll have a look on Amazon. But I mean, like, what's a reputable, like brand or something? Like, what, you know? I know that places that will do them, but what's a good brand or what's the best way to get them? Like, is there certain kind of specs on them like that you need to get? Specs? See what I did there? Because they're spectacles, but yeah, is there a certain kind of thing you should look for to make them more like, work better?
Guarded by hostiles.
Oh my god.
Well, you know what they do, right? Is they are a bit of a gimmick, to be honest with you. All they do is just reduce glare. That's it.
Yeah, it's just the glare, isn't it? Yeah. Saved by the Bell was the shiz. You know it. You know it. You damn Skippy. You got it. Pockets.
I was just changing my global settings. 1 sec.
Brandon, how's it going, man? Oh, man, I'm tired. Busy, let's go. How you doing, mate? How you been, man?
Yeah, I do actually.
You do have it on you.
Yeah.
In the right
An
location.
agent is no longer in your group.
Ask me that every time.
Yeah, but I'm just making sure because, you know, could be down
If
the
you
street.
don't come soon, it's gonna go. So you know.
It's there,
Yeah,
it's
we're
there.
travelling now too. Your homeboy Screech, let's go!
Like it's really, really close. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, why did it put me in the bloody safe house? It's not there.
It is on me.
Why did it not
Oh.
let me join you? It does this all the time. Like, puts me on my
I try
own.
and.
Start it
join
off, but
pockets.
just don't shoot the,
No, I haven't got the directives on.
I can't join you, it says.
It's going on.
Oh, here we go. Right, now I'm going to try and join you again. Join on pockets. Not bad. Good, good, man. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button if you're in the stream. If you want to be amazing and support the stream, you can put !donate in the chat and it will bring up a donation link. You don't have to donate though. Please make sure you look after yourself first. That just goes towards improvements to the setup, basically. Like, we need to get some key lights and stuff like that. We need to buy. So we're going to try and get some of that stuff going. Also, probably a new motherboard. You like streaming on YouTube more than Twitch? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Like, YouTube obviously have a bigger following. I have a bigger following on YouTube, so it equals more people viewing. But no, I do like Twitch. Yeah, of course. I like. But I do both. I do twice a day. Right, ready?
Medical assistance needed.
No, that was
Detected.
Getting loads of ghost shots on my Bullet King.
I'm not even getting ghost shots. I'm just not doing enough damage. I don't understand.
Agent down.
Well, I don't know where Kaz is.
Kaz is next to us.
Incoming hostiles
Smart,
detected.
yeah.
Serious.
Hang on, my Bullet King's hitting like 1 every 10 shots. The rest of it's just nothing.
Agent out of action.
No, he's right there. Sorry, my bad.
Possible to stream on both platforms at once, Brandon? No, mate. Thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate it. Sorry, Thomas. Thanks for the sub as well. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, you can't do both at once. No. It's against the terms of service. Keep one of these guys alive, please. Come on. Just so until we get back into it. You can do Mixer and Twitch at the same time. I don't believe you can. You're not meant to.
Medical assistance
For
needed.
sure, you're not meant to.
No, Mixer and Twitch you can, you just can't do YouTube.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
YouTube and Twitch you can't. Then.
Agent needs assistance.
But I mean, Mixer's shit. Like, there's no one really on there. I have a Mixer account. Oh, everyone's dead.
What are you doing?
Serious trauma.
We need to all have DPS builds on. Have we all got DPS?
I know. I don't think everybody was just like there in front of the manhole. So.
No, everyone was there. I looked around. Everyone's shooting.
Oh, I don't know.
We just
We're
haven't
not
got
normally
DPS.
that.
I was there, my Bullet King's not hitting. I'm just sitting and no damage is coming up. I don't know what's
Oh,
going
they
on.
tweaked it so you could
Agent
do.
deceased.
Oh, okay. We'll have to reset and start this one again then.
Yeah.
Reset your map. It's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even there.
Yeah,
Hold
Mixer
on.
and Twitch. I didn't know you could do them at the same time. That's crazy.
Agent down.
Yeah, the APC in Wall Street's easy with the oxidizer. We knew about that ages ago. You can literally, Kaz does it. That's in our group. He does it. 7 charges, bang, dead. APC's down. Yeah, we already knew about that, mate, a long time ago. Kaz has been doing that for ages, man. Like, he
You
come
want
and
me to
showed
you
me
want me
and
to reload
wasted.
this
He
one
was like,
now?
look at this. Like, APC dead. It's even, it
Did you want me to
used to
redo
work
it?
before they nerfed the APC as well.
Yeah, APC wasn't ours. Me and Kaz did it before the nerf for the oxidizer. Both of us
Yeah.
just standing there overcharged, like 3 shots each, and pretty much dead.
Yeah.
An agent needs assistance.
Oh, waiting for a new glitch. Let's
Hostile
go.
control
We're
point
waiting for a new
detected.
glitch. Man, there's nothing around, man. There's nothing around. The only things that are around now are actual hacks, you know? They're actual hacks. Which is not the best. You don't want to be doing real hacks, man. Because that's when you'll start getting banned. Like, legit. Ubisoft will literally destroy your account.
There you go.
Plus, you ruin the game experience for everyone else if you're hacking. Glitching, exploiting, yeah, okay. Just do it. Do it a little bit, you know? Be careful, though.
Oh, it's right there. Let's go back.
Civilians in distress.
Alright, let's take 2.
restored.
Using the hell out of it with the oxidizer. Yeah, I think everyone knows that thing though, don't they? Like everyone's doing the oxidizer. The oxidizer's cool. It's a good way to do it. Right, everyone ready?
Going.
System disrupted.
I don't understand how they're getting out. What is going on?
Agent.
Oh my god.
Agent
He
deceased.
came from behind.
I mean, they're getting out the hole though. Like, I don't understand how they're even getting out the hole.
How are they getting out from there?
They're not doing enough
I'm just
damage.
watching
For
where they're
something. I
going
don't know
back.
what's going on.
No,
You
no,
should
no,
be
they're
killing
not
them
from there.
instantly,
They're
like
from.
literally instant.
They weren't from that.
Has everyone got damage builds on, right?
They were from over.
No one switched out by accident. Have I got my damage build on? Being the question.
Yeah, I'm wearing mine. My bullet king's just not hitting, mate. I'm just getting
So
like.
it is, you're getting those ghost bullets. Pockets always got damage on. Yeah, Pockets has got damage.
I've never not. Can't get that one out
Taz has
clearly.
got damage. Why are we not doing it though? Weird,
Don't
right?
know. Those ones I think came out from behind. They didn't come out
They-
the hole.
No,
They
they're,
had
they're still escaping the hole though. Like they still escape.
And also the skills are too close to get jammed. Remember that?
Yeah. Just reset the map. Phantom shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of phantom shots to be fair. Ghost bullets, man. They're a big problem at the moment in the game. Loads of ghost bullets. But I was having them in the PvP area earlier. Like I was shooting like 3 times into somebody and they was getting hit once.
It's resetting. Just give it a sec.
Do I have any UHP? What's that? UHP or what's that? I have no idea what that is, mate. No idea what that is, man. Not a clue.
Nope, that one's clearly crap. Hold on a second. Do another one.
I'll quickly leave if it's fine.
Oh.
You have left the group.
Okay.
No, if yours is there, I'll just join back on you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. How dare you leave? No, I'm joking.
Haha. Crazy David, let's go up, dog. What's that? I don't know what that is, mate. Doesn't make any sense. What is up, dog? Not a clue what that is, man. Not a clue. So, I don't know if I've got it. I don't know. Warhound's not playing ball, is it? Not playing ball. You said, do you have any up, dog? What is up, dog? Oh, bro. Love it. There we go. I like it. I like it. All right, Joel. I like it, mate. I see what you did there. I see what y'all did. I got it. I got it. That took me a moment, right? That took me a moment to figure out what we're actually doing.
You are now group leader.
It's a cool hat though, right? Apex Legends hat. I like it. It's like a trucker hat. Cool. Cool. I can't remember where I got that from. I've had that for a long time. It's not working.
Another agent is now in your group.
Not on me, guys. Damn, Six, how's it going? Welcome to the
An
stream.
agent has
I think we're going
reconnected.
to end the stream there, guys. I'm probably just going to do a video or something. Like, I might do like a state of the game video or something like that. Or I'll figure out a video to do. But I might leave the stream there because I've got so much to do as well today. We'll be back again tomorrow on Twitch, 1 p.m. GMT. Sorry, 2 p.m. GMT time. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll stream again tomorrow, man. There's no point of us just doing this on stream. It's very boring to do. Also, I need to go eat as well. I haven't ate yet. So, thank you so much, guys, for all the likes, all the subs, everything else. Don't forget twitch.tv/EK1 Gaming tomorrow, 2 p.m. GMT time. Be there or be square. I've never said that before in my life. I always wanted to say it. But guys, thanks so much. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Let's go!